Hey,
Hey.
what's going on? Haven't seen you around here in a while.
It's been so long.
Yeah,
Like 3 whole weeks.
an insane amount of time. 3
Yeah.
weeks? You can have a baby in that amount of time, I think. Right?
I mean, if you're already pregnant.
If you're already 8 months and 1 week pregnant.
Yeah.
You have a baby in that amount of time.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you want to do some housekeeping up at the top?
Yeah, but first, hello everyone.
Hey guys.
This is Inebriated Ink.
Welcome back to it with your host.
Savvy.
Yeah, you're the host. and me, Draven, I'm also here.
I've been here the whole time.
Yes.
Um,
Hold on, don't say words.
See, I told you to do that earlier.
You did.
Yeah.
But here we are now. So.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back.
Sorry about last week and that I didn't give you a heads up.
Yeah, we are just busy adults now.
Busy. I got a new job.
Draven got a new job.
Savvy has the same job.
I have a newer job, but same place, just more responsibility.
Yeah.
That I have been having to do this past week and now this whole week.
So we're just we're fucking busy. Get over it.
Yeah, we're fucking busy.
Start paying us.
Yeah, start paying us, and maybe we'll talk.
We'll talk about it.
But so, whenever we do have free time, I either don't feel like recording or want to go to sleep or want to just play video games and not have to be a person,
Yeah.
So
spend a lot of time throughout the day being a person.
Yeah. I only have so much extroverted energy to give.
Right.
So that's the long and thick of it. Is that a saying?
Thick?
Is that a saying?
I don't know. I don't know if I like it.
I swear that's a saying. Come here. Oh, what's he doing? Come here. I know you want to.
Thor, say something for the podcast. Meow. Wow. Thor sounded crazy just then. But housekeeping.
Oh, housekeeping, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it is currently August 21st.
Wild. Could have fooled me.
Yeah, so we will be posting this coming weekend. Which I think is like the 27th, 28th. Those dates. And then we will not be posting for the entirety of September. Because
I know what you're saying. No, please, guys, come on. But
it'll give people time to catch up on our episodes, time for us to do social media things and gain some followers and listeners, spread the word, because for the entire month of October, we will be posting every week.
Mm-hmm.
We will be doing all horror movies.
I think pretty much for the end of the year will be, except for November, but December we're going to be posting
more
every week too. Yeah.
Every week?
Yeah.
For what?
For Christmas movies.
We're going to do Christmas movies every week?
We'll talk about this later.
Okay. Because then we'd have to do the same thing.
Yeah, skip November. And then we wouldn't be able to watch Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so let's not do that.
Okay.
But horror movies every weekend in October, and
maybe some short creepypasta episodes in there too.
Maybe some little bonus things, yeah. But we'll see, because on top of us having jobs, and we're also going to be auditioning for a musical tomorrow.
Yeah.
Crazy of us to do when we already barely have time to record a podcast, but we want to do it, so we're going to. But that show would also be in October, so really gonna be gonna need that month of September off from posting so that we can get everything ready.
Once you decide in life that you want to be busy more often, you don't stop.
Yeah, you
don't stop being busy.
Yeah, we just have so many fucking friends to hang out
friends.
with, and like people see things to do.
Just like we're so cool.
Yeah.
And like got so many cool things going on.
Got such a full, fulfilling life.
It's really hard, man. It's awesome, really.
So yeah. That's what's going on with us. Again, apologies for a delayed episode, but
for those real fans in Belgium. So
yeah.
That's the people we're sorry
especially apologizing to the Belgium fans.
And Jesse. Belgium fans and Jesse.
So that's the housekeeping out of the way.
Yeah.
Today, we're doing a Drinkumentary.
Yay, it's been a while.
Yeah, for sure. We had a lot of good options to choose from, but we decided to do
Pray Away.
Yeah. Which is a 2021 Netflix documentary about the Pray the Gay Away movement.
I think specifically Exodus International, is that what it's called?
Yeah, which is the largest conversion therapy organization in the world. It is Exodus International. It is directed by Christine Stolakis.
Probably right. Stole a kiss from who? I don't want to be.
But she had people that she knew in her life that had gone through conversion therapy and like seen the harm that it does. So she had like, a personal connection to it, and I'm excited to watch it. It's apparently about both the people that have run it and the people that have gone through it.
Right. I think people that we hear that have worked for it is people that like backed out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like quit doing it and realized what they were doing.
Right.
We'll see though. I haven't seen the fucking movie.
Right. Not yet. So yeah.
You want to talk about these ratings?
Oh, right.
There's a Facebook rating on here. That's weird.
That is weird.
4.2 out of 5 from Facebook.
It has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, but 54% of Google users like the movie.
And 6.5 from IMDb.
Yeah, so kind of all over the fucking place. Yeah.
Really good.
So
for
we'll see
Facebook.
if like the Google users are just homophobic,
Well, that's what I was saying. Facebook though, 4.2 out of 5 is pretty good for those homophobes.
Yeah, we'll just have to watch it and figure it out. Yeah. But yeah, we got a full fucking day today. So we gotta get on it.
Yep.
It's gonna be a shorter intro. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. But yeah. Do you want to say it?
Thanks for coming out and cue the music.
Hell yeah.
I've been trying to be my own guiding star, but it appears it hasn't taken me very far. I've tried to be my own all in all and everything, but it's just been a hard and arduous thing. When I look back upon the life I have lived and the choices I have made, what do I see? All hell fails when I try to push my way, but when I gave in, all life's good to show the way that, hey, I'm not religious in an old sense. I can't stand the way that most priests talk in the state church or elsewhere.
How did British and American English become so different from each other?
Probably when we were like, fuck your tea, and then just didn't talk to each other for a while. The language adapted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, for the most part, you can understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But, like, if they just start going into the slang, it's
not even slang. It's
Yeah.
like just a different, like, you call cantaloupe
Different
a rockmelon around me, I'm dropping you. Guaranteed.
I just found out zucchini is courgette in British English, which is just
That's yucky.
like, how did that happen? Courgette, zucchini. There's no there's no connection there.
They don't sound the
wrong.
same to you? Sorry, I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. It's been 2 days for us.
It's been a rough 2 days, honestly.
Honestly.
We did audition yesterday.
This is why this episode is late, because fucking there's just no time.
There's no time.
There's no time. But yeah, you tell them.
We did auditions yesterday, and mine felt so bad and so gross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same. I honestly, like, in every free moment my brain has, it just thinks about that moment, and I've honestly blocked out my audition at this point.
Yeah. I can't forget the dancing, but I don't remember really singing my song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The dancing was kind of fun, but like
it was kind of fun for how terrible.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. I just came fresh off of fucking up. It's like, this isn't gonna help or hurt either way.
Yeah.
So.
Same. I was like, fuck it, I'm here. I'm gonna do what I can, but it's not gonna be much. So, you know, it is what it is.
It is. Isn't
and I
it?
keep telling myself that until I believe it. So
I just stopped thinking about it.
Well, I'm glad you can do that.
Yeah.
I thought I could do that too at will, but apparently I cannot. What were the auditions for?
Oh, it was for Rocky Horror. Who were you auditioning for?
Magenta and Janet.
Yeah, I was auditioning for Brad and Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mostly wanted Magenta because she has like 5 lines.
I mostly wanted Brad because he has a bunch of lines. So that's wild.
She has 5 lines, but also is there the whole time, you know?
Yeah, true.
So, and she doesn't do a whole lot of dancing. The perfect role.
Yeah. Crazy a podcaster would want less lines.
Huh?
I said crazy that a podcaster would want less lines.
Well, I mean, it's perfect for like the first musical,
right?
Being in the first musical since high school, you know, which is 5-6 years ago since I was in a musical.
I was shooting for the stars for my first musical ever.
You sure were, yeah.
But yeah, no.
Which I guess you should, you know, aim high all the time.
Aim high, feel low. That's my life motto.
So yeah.
Speaking of feeling low, we're going to talk about the documentary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one that we said we were going to watch and talk to you about in the same day, and then we flaked on you for 2 days.
Yeah. They don't know that though.
Oh, I mean, it's the same day.
Yeah. All of that we just talked about, it didn't happen.
It happened in the past 2 hours.
I will say up front, this documentary was much more depressing than I thought it was going to be.
It's very interesting, though.
Yeah, very interesting.
Keeps you drawn in.
Yeah, and which, like, I thought that a lot of conversion therapy had, like, I don't know, like
Physical
physical,
aspects to
yeah,
it?
yeah. Like
Shock?
electroshock therapy, yeah.
I was also thinking that.
Yeah, which they didn't mention it at all in this. So I'm assuming
I think shock therapy for homosexuality was like earlier than that, though.
that
Like when
mean-
being gay could get you put in a mental ward.
right.
Yeah.
It was like the 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
It's 90s. When did this happen?
After the Geneva Convention.
People still do electroshock therapy though.
Do they?
I think so.
For what?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
For
fact checking you.
for something. I think like some sort of psychosis. I think schizophrenia. One of the really bad ones. The like severe things.
Seizures.
For seizures?
I think.
But it's like really, it's like light
Yeah, it's
shocking now.
tame.
Yeah.
Ish. Still feels weird.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
I
anyway.
mean, it pretty much just like is a reset for your brain.
Yeah. Can't be any worse than Christianity. Anyways.
Whoa. Anyway, yeah.
I giggled at the first line said in this movie, which was, what was it? I'm so glad I wrote it down. It's the only thing I wrote down too. Do you need any prayer today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Giggled at the first line in the movie because it was a guy carrying on his side and just walking up to people and going, "Do y'all need a prayer today?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
This documentary is about gay Christians hurting each other.
It really is. It was.
That's it. Which is why it was much sadder than I thought it would be, because when you hear about conversion therapy, you think straight people doing it to gay people.
This was mostly gay people doing it to gay people.
Mhm.
Tricked by straight people. Yeah.
Yes.
The blind leading the blind, blinded by Christianity.
Yeah. Wow. Beautifully said.
Thank you.
That's pretty much, yep, that's it.
Is that the episode?
But
Are we done now?
we're at 17 minutes.
We did it. We just sped run this bitch. How do you say that? What's the past tense of speed run?
It is
Sped ran? We just sped ran this bitch.
Why does that sound so funny?
Anyways.
So Exodus. Let me tell you a little bit about Exodus.
Tell us a little bit about Exodus, Savvy.
So like I said in the intro, it is the largest conversion therapy organization in the world, but that was at its height, which I believe was like 90s, early 2000s. And it was started by a group of gay people who were Christian and wanted to have a support group for
people
for gay
struggling with
Christians who
the
didn't want to
sin.
be gay. Yeah. And it started with like a bunch of ministries all around the country.
Like at the same time, without like telling each other, they just kind of were like popping up. And
they all started popping up, and then a bunch of them got together and like formed Exodus. And a lot of the interview people were the people being interviewed were people from like that founding, like the beginning of it, either like the people who helped start it, or like people who were like the spokes people or like face of the organization.
Most of the
movement.
Most of the interviewees were the face of the movement, or people who left and people that are currently but I think it was the only one person that's currently involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And that one person currently involved was like starting his own thing.
Yeah.
With the Freedom March. Yeah. His name was Jeffrey. But so the documentary is like the entire timeline of Exodus and like the not too much of the political things going on at the time, but like using that as like time markers pretty much.
Yeah.
So like there was like George Bush and Obama.
That was all more towards the end though.
Yeah.
But like for the rest of it wasn't really talked about.
Mm-hmm. And then there was one person specifically, Julie, who she was kind of like almost the main survivor. And she was the only survivor, right?
Who?
Julie.
Julie was which one? The one with
the one that got married, yeah.
She was a spokesperson too.
Put your phone on silent.
It is on silent. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh God. He just chucked his phone across the room.
Oh, did
so you did though.
Oh, yeah, I did. Julie. Anyways, Julie.
Yeah, she was sort of a spokesperson. They were saying she was like gonna be the next big thing.
Right, she was going into being a spokesperson
Yeah.
when she backed out.
Mm-hmm.
Which her story is very fucked up.
Yeah, but she was younger. She was probably the youngest one they were interviewing, besides Jeffrey.
Because she was like second generation, and everybody else was.
Yeah, and I think she got started in it when she was 16 or something, and then
I think she might have been younger.
Younger than 16? Yeah, she was young, but
because she told her mom that she thinks she's a lesbian, right?
Yeah.
And her mom pulled her out of softball and something else. I can't remember what the other thing is, but
I think she just went to Christian school. I don't know.
Oh, they put her in private Christian school.
Okay.
Yeah. What's that? What was the one guy's name with the glasses?
The really sad guy? The glasses? The old man?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't remember his name?
Mm-mm.
That's tough.
Yeah, he was one of the more informative ones.
Yeah, he was also like the face. Like,
oh,
dude.
him.
Yeah. Oh, who do you think?
I don't think he had glasses. He had glasses when he was younger. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
When he was less attractive and pretending to be straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
My phone's all the way over there now, or I'll tell you.
Yeah. His story was absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, because shit. Sorry.
What are you reading?
I forgot that dude's name was Bussy.
Bussy. Oh yeah. Who's
I just saw it.
Which guy?
Almost cried.
Bussy.
One of the founders, I think the dude that had the really hard blood on his hands.
Oh,
thing.
dude, that line.
That was fucking.
That line was rough.
Yeah.
I think about that still.
Yes.
2 days later, still thinking about that line.
That changed me fundamentally.
Everything he said was like
made me feel real bad.
Life wrecking. Yeah.
Yeah. Made me feel real bad.
That's
life wrecking.
That's Bussy.
Mm-hmm.
Said those things.
I think so.
Bussy was like crying through his entire interview because he just felt bad. He said he was watching people when
that's
Proposition 8.
That's later. Let's
I feel
like
we're just jumping around. Anyways.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about how we said gay people hurting gay people. So like it was founded by gay people wanting to be straight, and they had the whole thing of like AIDS. The AIDS epidemic was just happening, so like people wanted relief from that and like getting away from that. So it was a very tempting thing to go into. And they were pretty much saying that, like, you were attracted to the same sex because you either were traumatized sexually or had a bad relationship with your same sex parent, and like that was the only option.
A lot of pseudopsychology stuff that they were talking about in there too.
Mm-hmm. And they had actual psychologists that were also trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, they had actual psychologists that were bad at being psychologists.
Yeah.
Just like making stuff up.
Yeah, backing them up though, and like giving them
it was
not credibility. Yeah.
It was like a weird, what do you call that when like symbiotic relationship?
Yeah.
Where like they were getting credibility because psychologists were like, no, they're right, and then but like on the other end, the psychologists
were getting clients.
Yeah.
Tough. And so like most of it is just like these very obviously gay, flamboyant people.
Oh, dude, the gay energy is undeniable.
Undeniable. Like gathering and being like, pray the gay away. Like, I'm straight. What, sweetie?
Bitch, pray.
There was even somebody in like the Freedom March one that was like, yes.
They had a big meeting, and I can't remember. There was something that he said to another person that was just like, so like, it's undeniable. Like, you can, which I realized watching this too, that like, I mean, gay people don't act a certain way, like,
no,
especially somebody that's been called.
But there's a culture.
Yeah.
There's a culture of, you know, language and behaviors that are associated with being gay, and you know, a lot of us do that shit. So
it's fun.
It is.
It's very fun, like to be that comfortable, you know what I mean? And like you can see that on those people, and it's just like, how do they not see it too?
Yeah, and they're like being themselves, but also like their selves are gay. Yeah. Like, like you don't have to marry the opposite sex, my guy.
Yeah.
It's you know, you can still go to heaven.
God don't give a shit.
Yeah. The next, right in the middle of my nose is Christians are fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because truly, like, I feel like we've said this before, we've talked about this before, because we've done a Christian documentary before.
Mm-hmm.
But like, truly, if you're not in that, like, I just wish they could fucking see outside of themselves and like listen to what they're saying and like observe what's happening around them and just actually hear how it sounds, see how it looks.
I mean, there's always like, you could always use the allegory to a Christian with another religion that they don't get and think that, you know what I mean? Like, they think the same stuff about that as...
Yeah.
It's just like this crazy...
It's just everything that I see Christians do, I'm like, that's cult behavior.
Yeah.
That's a cult. Like, this is a cult.
That's all of religion.
That's all religion.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy that it's so ingrained in, like, America. Like, this cult.
Yeah.
You know,
putting on...
this cultish behavior.
Fraudulent Hamilton shows.
What?
Have you not seen that?
Yeah.
You have seen that?
No. What are you talking about?
You didn't see where the church illegally put on a Hamilton show about God? Like, they used Hamilton music? Like, they put on a musical of Hamilton, but it was about God.
I did not know that part.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's been going around for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I knew about the Hamilton show, but I didn't know it was a church doing it because they thought it was about God or something.
Yeah.
Or I guess making it about God.
Yeah, they were making it about God.
Truly psychotic. Like, just insane behavior from all Christians, truly. Get a therapist that's
that physically exist.
Not antagonistic. agnostic or atheist just so that they,
So you start talking about God and they go,
yeah. So they can give you a dose of reality is what I'm trying to fucking say. Because goddamn.
And when you're speaking in tongues, you think that's God?
That's yeah, what makes you think that's, God and not the devil?
What makes you
so sure?
like what? Because they gotta know. Like some of them gotta know that they're just improvising, right? Like,
You'd think.
or I guess they leave. Or those people leave.
No, I feel like people just like believe it so much that that's just truth,
Yeah, it's kind of like. I guess so. It's kind of like
if you have the belief that God exists, then everything that you believe about reality is different.
Right. Yeah, it's probably like the same thing. Like, I'm sure there was like people during the Salem witch trials. They're like, maybe I am a witch. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
just that mass hysteria kind of thing. Kind of.
Yeah, Christianity is mass hysteria.
Yeah, most things are mass hysteria.
Yeah.
Society is mass hysteria.
Guys, still listening to us ramble?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm 2 cups into coffee rum with creamer.
You what?
You like it?
Not 2 cups worth.
It's not 2 cups. I topped it off when it was almost empty.
These are like full water glasses. These are not like little drink cups. He's drinking it out of a full a large glass.
I was getting ready to podcast is what I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're halfway there. Guys, I'm so sorry.
We are counting the minutes.
It's been a long time for us, and it shows.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
It's been a long.
But anyways, we got a million things we got to talk about while we're only halfway there.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like I also didn't finish talking about what I was talking about earlier.
Which was?
The gays hurting the gays.
Oh yeah, continue.
I don't know.
The last thing we were talking about was the undeniable gay energy that some of these people denying their homosexuality
right.
had.
Yeah. And how their entire purpose is you have to be in a relationship with, in a marriage.
Yeah.
With someone of the opposite sex. I
feel like that's kind of just like setting goals so there's something to achieve out of it. You know what I mean? So like, if you're like, nope, you're just straight, you can't just sit there with that. There's going to be something to do because you're not straight. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something to get to prove that. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense because that's their way of thinking.
You make it like a game.
That's how you get into heaven. Like, that's their whole thing. It's like,
how do I prove to God? Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like I said, it's gays who started it because society was like, it's bad to be gay. So they were like, okay, I can't be gay. And I'm also Christian. So like the way for me to do this is to let God fill me up.
Also, whenever they talk
relieve
about God,
my trauma.
When anybody talks about God, it sounds like gay sex.
Yeah.
You gotta let God's light shine inside you. Like,
further proof that all homophobes are gay. It's a fact, by the way. If you didn't know that, all homophobes are gay. Thank you. So if you feel like you don't like the gays, you got some introspection to be doing.
Because maybe you really like the gays.
Because maybe really you just don't like yourself. Um,
I want to talk about. I feel like we should talk about more before we get to this, but like some of the sweet moments that were in the documentary, like finding out that everybody had kind of moved past it, like they were actually comfortable being who they are now.
Yeah, like the leaders, because a lot of them. So what happened? We'll just talk about it now.
Yeah.
So what happened was, Proposition. Which happened first?
8.
Hold on. Yeah, that happened first.
Yeah.
Proposition 8 passed in California, which was legalizing that criminalizing. Yes, sorry. Opposite.
Yeah.
Criminalizing gay marriage in California. Fucking blew my mind.
Wow.
I do not remember such a thing happening. And obviously a lot of the LGBTQ plus rioted after that happened out in the streets.
They didn't really
Protesting.
riot.
Yeah, protesting. Yeah. Also, I feel like riot shouldn't be a bad thing.
Riot's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just not what they were doing.
Yeah, they weren't. Just a huge protest. And one of the guys told the story about how he saw that on TV.
Bussy.
Yeah, Bussy. It's going to be hilarious if that's the wrong person. But he realized, seeing them on TV, that he was hurting his own community.
Yep. And then he said after he came out as gay again, somebody asked him, what do you think of the blood on your hands? And he said, right now I'm too scared to look down at my hands.
Yeah.
Which, fuck.
Yeah, that shit was tough. Yeah. I
chill
wish
to
all the
say
best
it.
for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, it can never be forgiven and shit like that. Like,
was the sorriest little man on the entire
yeah,
planet.
yeah. I know it was very genuine, and it just really, like, I just wanted to give him a hug, you know.
It sucks.
He knows that what he did was wrong, and, like, he should just, I just hope he starts feeling better eventually.
It's not fair because he was tricked too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, it's tough. He's not the only one that needs a hug.
For sure.
What was the guy from the beginning?
The guy from the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey?
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Just looks dead inside.
Yeah, for sure. Jeffrey was a trans woman before finding God.
Yeah.
And then
started the Freedom March. And started identifying as a man again. And yeah. It's just crazy to think, like, I guess watching gay people do it for me, like, watching people try to go down the right path and they're actually doing awful damage. Just realizing how often that kind of thing actually happens, where somebody with good intentions is fucking everything up. Yeah. Because they've been led to think that this is what's needed, what's good.
Yeah. And most of that's religion, but you know.
And politics.
But then after Prop 8 happened, there was a TV show, I think it was Lisa Lynn, like, put it on, and she pretty much just had a bunch of survivors like do a group therapy session kind of thing, and Julie, who was like there to represent the Exodus side, like she was there for Exodus.
It was like her and 3 other people
and the president
right.
of Exodus.
That whole story's wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they the survivors told their stories to the president, and like pretty much just a lot of them had a lot of, internalized emotional trauma because they were, not being themselves for so long and like being the opposite of what they were.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you've ever like had to do that, but it does cause trauma, and like there's research that it's like can cause like PTSD even if it's like over
That one.
what is that called, like where you have small amounts of trauma but over a prolonged amount of time, like that PTSD. I feel like it's a different word, but
It might be. I mean, trauma nonetheless.
Yeah, trauma nonetheless, and just them being like, our souls were destroyed.
Oh yeah.
To the president, and then Julie was like, I felt that I was identifying more with the survivors than...
She said I felt like I was on the wrong side.
Yeah. And then after that show, fucking the president was like, we're dissolving Exodus.
With tears in his eyes.
Yeah.
Fully sorry. Like, that's the big thing, is because this was started by gay people, for gay people, and then everybody realized the damage they were doing to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is so insanely sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and it sucks for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Except the ministries did not stop. They did not dissolve.
Exodus was gone, but
Exodus was gone, but all the like little groups that were within it kept going. A lot of the leaders were still in it. And now it's known as Restored Hope Network. So if you hear about Restored Hope Network, that's the conversion therapy.
Stay
Christian.
away.
Yeah, stay away from that shit.
I want to talk about the one guy, but I can't remember his name.
The face guy.
The face, yeah. The guy, he had gotten into a relationship with a lesbian.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find his name.
Because I felt like that was the most interesting story to me.
It was John Polk.
John?
Polk?
Polk. Well, John, he joined the group, and he married a lesbian, and they had a kid. And he was the face. He was going on talk shows everywhere talking. He
was like a spokesperson, and then later became a chairman.
Yeah.
Of Exodus.
And then one night he got really drunk and went into a gay bar, well knowing that it was a gay bar. Mm-hmm. And then everybody obviously knew who he was because out here talking shit on the lifestyle, and then come and be a part of it. And so somebody called a representative of some sort?
No, it was a gay activist.
A gay activist. That was like a big gay activist.
Mm-hmm.
And they came and they were like yelling at him and taking pictures of him. Mm-hmm. So there's like pictures of him, and then he went to the company the next day, and all he could say was, I hope I didn't hurt the movement.
Yeah.
Which is the show brainwashing. You know what I mean? Like, I hope I didn't hurt the movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said that even though he was with his wife, like, he never stopped having gay thoughts.
Even though he said that he had.
And a lot of the things that they were saying, that several of them said, was like, they thought being gay was behavior and not feelings. Mm-hmm. And so they thought if they changed their behavior, they would not be gay.
Yeah. The behavior is what's gay, not the gay feelings.
Yeah. Little did they know.
Little did they know. But then John, when we see him in this interview,
he's got a boyfriend.
He's got a nice young little boyfriend.
Well, it could be husband, honestly.
Could be husband.
They just said partner.
Partner, yeah.
Yeah. And, he was living his best gay life. He looked great.
He looked like George Michael. Like,
yeah.
He He went from looking like Peter Griffin to looking like George Michael.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his ex-wife is still part of the movement.
Yeah. Mhm.
Also, a little update of news. Jeffrey, from the beginning, it came out that he's still sleeping with men.
Yeah. So that's probably why he looked dead inside and he knew he was lying.
Yeah. In a documentary.
Yeah. Jeffrey. Come on, my guy. Like, I feel like once, with how many people that started it and were like big in it, are like, this isn't right. This is not the way. This is not, no.
Yeah.
It's not good. And a lot of them were still Christian as well.
Very.
Like, you would think that the rest of them would be like, would realize, you know. But unfortunately, like you said, the brainwashing. Yeah.
She's still involved with the church.
Yeah.
Like, as a job.
Mm-hmm. And she got married in the church.
She
a
did.
Beautiful church. She was now wife.
Yep.
That's cute.
They were very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Although, honestly, the one woman who, like, kind of found out she was bisexual through the program, through the program.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she found out afterwards because she had her husband and her kids, but she still, like, loved her husband. So she realized, like, it's the same either way for her.
Yeah, but still, like, had feelings towards women as well.
Yeah. And she said that, which, like, it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of sweet moments, like the wedding. We got to see the wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fun.
And there was a moment that, I just said her name. Julie was talking about where everybody would come to see the facilities, and there would be a time where all the ministers and stuff were asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And she said,
"No, that was like the program that she was in for like youth."
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was called. It was like Love or something. Fuck, I don't know. But it was with that one dude, the one guy. His name was Richard or something.
But they said there was a time where all the, like, ministers would be asleep and everybody would just be their gay little selves. And that sounds really, like, sweet. Like, she was like, oddly enough, it was like one of the few safe spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they had. Crazy.
Truly.
Yeah.
Also, getting guys to play football to make them feel less gay. No.
No.
That don't work.
No. It's like, what are you going to try next? Wrestling? Baseball?
You want to spot this guy doing weightlifting? Real manly shit.
Yeah.
Most real manly shit is inherently kind of gay.
Yeah, for sure. Football, I think, is a great example. Like, I feel like I heard a stand-up joke of someone being like, what's gayer than wearing a jersey with some other man's name on it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's very gay. Like, that's yeah, you're right.
Dude, I bet if, like, what's his name? Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
I bet if he was like, nah, my nickname's Daddy, like everybody would call him Daddy. Like, everybody around us.
You're right.
All the straight white men around us would be like, that's Daddy Burrows.
Yeah.
He took us to the Super Bowl.
You're absolutely correct. Oh my god.
Daddy Burrows, our savior.
Fuck. Now for the next 7 minutes, we're gonna sing you a song. Wait, what's
we're gonna sing our audition songs, but in the way that we sung them at audition.
Damn. L tap twice awesome ass like grams.
I just fucked.
I could do that whole song right now.
Now what I'm doing.
I just pillow doggo with a bitch. Hey.
Let's not. Can't do the whole song.
I would though. I will.
This bitch don't know about Pangeas.
Do you fuck with the war?
Here's what we're about to go do after we're done with this. Have we wrapped that up? I feel like we wrapped that up nicely. Ended it on the good notes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gay, watch it.
If
Make
you're
you feel
gay,
a lot of things.
just be gay.
Yeah, that too. Jesus Christ. Like it's once you accept it, you're like,
Just
this is no big deal. Why was I stressed?
Just don't trust anything that tells you to go against your identity.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
That's where problems start happening.
Mhm.
It's always like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
idiot. No, you're
Mhm.
not.
Yeah.
That's
For
the
sure.
that's where the problems start.
Yep. Because then it like confuses you, and then you don't know who you are. You're stressed out, confused,
Yeah.
stressed, and confused. But yeah, a lot of emotional and psychological problems are just as important as all the other problems.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
Thank you.
Well, here's what we're about to go do. We're gonna go watch Clue because I've never seen it before.
Like a dingbat.
Yeah,
Fuck. You're gonna like it.
I think I will. I've seen clips from it.
Aw. I bet they're like some of the best parts.
It might be. I don't remember any of them.
Okay.
Anything else you need to say?
What are we doing next?
What are we doing next?
Yeah.
What's lined up? Oh, we're doing horror movies next.
Oh, fuck right.
You ding dong.
Yeah. So, next time you guys hear us, we will be either doing a short episode or in our month of Halloween.
Yes.
I hope you guys are as excited for fall as I am because I'm fucking pumped.
Absolutely.
So
There's
pumped
already
to wear
pumpkin
sweaters.
spice shit out, and I'm just.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
There's one peppermint mocha fucking K cup in our kitchen that I've been saving for about now
Yeah.
because I don't think anybody else is going to drink it.
Mm-mm.
So,
Yeah.
because
This-
Christmas is coming.
I love how cozy fall is, but it's still like not so cold that like you
Yeah.
can't go outside.
That's my preferred
all.
weather, actually. I like really cold weather.
I know you do.
It's because I run hot.
It upsets me so. There's a certain point where it's like if I'm outside for more than 2 minutes, my body is starting to shut down.
That's what I'm like in warm weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair too. I don't like really, really hot weather. There's
If we're going out, it better be inside or in a pool.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's fair. I like this weather too that we're having right now, where it's between summer and fall, and it's just 80s,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
straight low 80s the whole time.
A real clean, good, yeah.
Yeah.
Warm.
Yes.
Like early spring type shit.
Yeah. You mean late spring?
Late spring type shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but fall is my favorite by far. Easy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you guys definitely check out the Instagram because I will be posting. I already have something drafted, so I'll be posting that soon.
Yep, we'll be posting more on social media, so you can keep up with us there. But the podcast will be hibernating for a month.
Yep. We agreed that
Hereditary is the best horror movie ever made.
I think
but-
we're just taking one recommendation because you're doing one, I'm doing one, and then we're gonna do a Nicolas Cage
Mhm.
horror movie. We're gonna do No.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our next Nicolas Cage movie will have to be next.
Oh, I know what movie I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you want to do yours first or you want to do mine first?
Don't matter.
Okay. Well, for mine,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to be the next episode that you hear from us.
Oh. Okay.
For my movie,
Mhm.
we're going to watch Murder Party.
Murder
I
Party.
think that's what it's called. Let me make sure. I've only seen it like twice, but
That's the trivia game.
I think it's also the name of this movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Murder Party. It's like a kind of a dramedy horror movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That'll be our next episode. Be there for that. Follow the Instagram. You can also email us.
I think we should make the recommended movie the Halloween episode.
Oh, like for actual Halloween?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Do you wanna
No, this one's you.
this one's me.
Yeah, this one.